Hi to all students. The next topic is third type of statements, iteration or looping. Uses executing block of statements many times till the condition is satisfied. So here there is no branches, alternative statements, single statements going to executing, but when the condition is satisfied, till that the many times the same statements has to be executing many times when the condition is satisfied. I wrote a simple example for C++ programming. After that I will show you how this for loop in a Python programming. So in a C++ we are using a for loop. So in the first part is initialization, and the second one is condition, third one is increment or decrementing. So here initialize, first I initial value is 0. First I the value is 0, then the condition is the value is less than has to be 10. The condition is checking I less than is equal to 10, then I is incrementing. So in the for loop, the executable statements, for example, for I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I is incremented. So the executable statements is the result. The result is I values has to be a result. So first I value is equal to 0. So now we need checking 0 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. Then the statement will be executing, that is 0. 0 has to be come, and after that it is move on to the third statement, that is incrementing operation. Increment means I plus in the sense I plus 1 its mean. So that is I value 0. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Now I value is equal to 1. So here we are submitting I is equal to 1. So again 1 less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. So the statement of I, that is 1 has to become. And next is I is incremented. That is 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is I value is now 2. So again it is initializing I value is equal to 2. Then I less than 2. So 2 less than 10. Yes, the condition is true, so the I value is going to be executing. As like when it is false, in the sense when the loop will be executing, the same statement will be doing again and again. And finally when it is false, in the sense when you are getting a 9 incremented, so 9 less than 10, yes it is true, the answer is be 9. And after that 10 less than 10, that is not possible, 10 less than 10. So the condition has to be quitting. So the output of this program is, the result is 0 1 2 3 4 till 9. So the loop starts from 0 and end with the 9. So this is a C++ looping, for looping. The same thing in Python. So some of the simple difference in for looping. So syntax of for loop is for counter variable in sequence. I already told for, else, if, switch. For every keyword we have to stop with the colon. So it is end with the colon signature. And for counter variable in sequence and the executable statements. So this is the syntax of for loop in a Python, and this is the syntax of for loop in a C++. So process is same, but initialization method only the difference. So the for counter variable in sequence colon executable statements. So but here the counter variable, that is x we have, that is I we have, but we don't know the condition. So where the value is initialization we don't know, and where have to be stop, that is also we don't know. So for this purpose we are using a range, is that is, for example, for in C++ we said I starting value is 0 and I less than 10. So the I's last value has to be 9. So that starting value and end value we cannot declare here. So for this purpose, for declaring initialization and last value, we are using a range function here, including. So inside the for loop we are going to use the range. So the range syntax is, the range, it's a function. So start value, stop value, step value. So start value is starting value, stop value is the last value, step in the sense if we want to incremented value by 1, in the sense we don't want to give a step. Otherwise, if you want to incremented value by 2, 2 2, that is 2 4 6 8 10 like this, or 3 6 9 12, as like in the sense the step value has to be given by us. So when we are didn't give, it will be incremented by just one by one, that is 1 2 3. So when we are giving a step value, it is stepping by whatever we gave by us. For example, in a for loop we are going to including a range. So for counter variable is x in range. So in the sequence, in the name of sequence, we are giving a range. The range is, the value starts from, x value starts from 1 and x last value has to be 10, but the step value is 2. So now the executable statements we wrote here, print the result of x. So the result of x has to be starts from 1 and after that incremented by 2, that step value is 2. So 1 3 5 7 and 9. So this is the for loop. This is a public questions. The next one is while loop. So while loop is also called as entry loop. Don't forget, because in the examination they are asking like explain the entry loop. The while loop, the syntax of while is while condition, while the condition executable statements. So for example, the same thing I'll wrote here. So in the while we have to declare the condition. Before that we have to declare the value, the starting value, that is I is equal to 1. The starting value I is 1 and the condition is, here the condition is I less than has to be 10. So print, we are going to print I value, the result of I, and here incremented I plus plus. So we wrote like this, I is equal to I plus 1. This means I plus plus. So the output is, first time I value is 1. So in the place of I we are going to substitute a 1 less than 10. Yes, the condition is true, so the statement will be executed, that is 1 will be executed. Then after that it will come here. So I values I plus 1, that is 0 plus, so 1 plus 1, that is 2. So again substituting I values 2. So 2 less than 10, yes, the condition is true, the statement will be executed, that is 2 will be executed. After that 2 plus 1, so then now I value is 3. So again it will move here, I value is 3. So substitute here, 3 less than 10, yes, the condition is true. Till 9 less than 10 it will be executing. After getting 10 less than 10 it is not possible. So till 9 it will be executing. So in Python we are going to use two iteration statements or looping statements. I already told what is meaning of iteration, in the sense same process only we are doing again and again till the condition is satisfied. In a simple example, in the chemistry students, they are doing many iterations, like many fluids they can use and again, but when they are getting the exact reading, till that they are doing the same process. The same thing is the expansion is of iteration. And it will give you only one statement till the condition is true. But in alternative or branching statements, they have many statements based on our condition, many statements is given. So that's why we said it is a branching statements, it is a looping or iteration statements.